This is the Kobe Bryant Film Room. You are now watching the Behind the Bench Sports Network, featuring Rashad, Kelvin, Jermaine, JB, and Big Dog Talk Sports. So I was thinking about something real quick. Right? Now, Behind the Bench Sports Network. If you haven't liked and subscribed, like and subscribe. But this is chess, right? This is chess. And I realize we're playing chess against the commissioner, right? It's Behind the Bench Sports Network playing chess against the commissioner, right? Now, the person with the least amount of moves loses, right? So, here's the thing. I realized this last night as, me and Rashad was having a conversation. And Rashad mentioned how even in the Lakers' win last night, there was still corruption with the free throws and the foul disparities, the discrepancies, right? So I thought about it, right? And I said, look, the math still ain't making sense. How are the Celtics players getting in this much amount of foul trouble, but the Lakers are still not, even when LeBron and AD aren't playing, right? Then I asked myself another question. Where did these trade rumors come from? The trade rumors started from the media, right? And like I said before in many of my other videos on my channel, subscribe to the Kobe Bryant Film Room. You got to be very careful when you're dealing with the media, right? This is what I mean. When you're dealing with the devil, there's always going to be a narrative switch at some point. Once you start realizing the devil's lies, the devil changes course. Why? Because the devil can't deal with the truth, right? So one thing that's happening is there has been a narrative switch in the media to protect LeBron James. Let's create a situation because the Lakers we had exhausted pretty much all of our future pieces. Like we had put all of our future pieces on the line, right? We don't have too many more moves to make. We don't. We're almost out of moves, right? So what does LeBron do? He feeds off more moves, right? That's how he gets to advance and get into these winning situations. He shuffles the deck again. You know what I mean? He either leaves a team that he sees is at the end of the road, right? And he jumps ship, right? The problem is he's stuck on this ship. So what does he try and do? The king tries to get pieces removed. He tried to get Darvin Ham removed, right? He tried to get D'Angelo Russell removed. See, the guys on the Lakers, his teammates have always been pawns, right? This is a chess game. His teammates have always been pawns for the king. Now, what is the purpose of chess? To protect the king. See, the king is not the most powerful piece on the board. The queen is. Right? The queen is Anthony Davis. Right? Anthony Davis is the real best player on the Lakers. Right? But you have the king sitting next to the queen with all the pawns in the front. Right? Right. The media are the bishops and the rooks. different media outlets with the same mindset, right? Owned by the same corporations or friend corporations, right? Because ultimately these deals with these YouTubers getting these deals that's on the table for them, they have to promote the product of the NBA and toe the company line, right? They have to promote these new players. But specifically, they have to promote LeBron James. So y'all follow me, y'all follow me. So the trade request or the trade options came from the media. Well, maybe we should trade LeBron James to the Warriors. That was Nick Wright and Chris Broussard's show, right? It gives LeBron an out, and it puts the blame and the onus on Lakers management. See, the strategy is to make Lakers management make a move. That's the strategy. That's what this nigga trying to do. That's what the purpose of these false reports, right? Then LeBron's going to come out and his camp is going to deny the allegations. They're going to deny that LeBron wants to go anywhere, right? LeBron's camp knows that the trade deadline is coming up. They know that LeBron's contract is expiring, which is why LeBron tweeted the hourglass emoji, right? Follow me. Rashad made a video called LeBron James is a plant, right? He's a plant. How do you know he's a plant? Because no matter how much he fails, just think about this week, y'all. This should go down in history as L week. I've never seen a superstar catch this many damn L's in 1 week. Matter of fact, he's really been catching L's the whole season. Except for 1 month. And then they changed the narrative then. The narrative when we first started was the Lakers are ready to go. Austin Reeves' big three. Right? They made it to the Western Conference Finals. They're calling out Denver. Right? This big rivalry with Denver. Right? All made up. Denver whooped the Lakers' ass opening night and went on about their business. Right? This is a fact. Nobody can dispute this. Right? But when the name of the game for Adam Silver in the media is to protect the king. So behind the bench sports network is on the white side, right? The right side across the board. The good guys, right? White not representing a race or a color, just the color of the pieces, right? The black side, the dark side, right? The enemy is represented. It has nothing to do with race or color. Is represented by Adam Silver. See, as we sit down in the chair and we play chess, we have to think about the moves that the commissioner is going to make next, right? We've been seeing games being manipulated, right? You have to, if you're true, what Rashad calls it a basketball savant. If you're a true basketball savant, y'all, what are you going to do? You're going to sit back and you're going to see all the free throws. Every single game, I guarantee you, if you look at all the Lakers wins this year, I guarantee you there's a big free throw gap. Right? So even the wins that they do have to get them to 500 is manipulated. That's not who they really are. They're actually worse than a 500 team. The only reason why they're 500 is because of the manipulation. Now follow me. Why is this important? Because you bet your money, right? Sports betting. You bet your money on the Celtics. Wow, this is a guaranteed win, right? What does the NBA do? They switch it up on you. They said, nah, we gonna get money off this shit. right? How many people lost money last night? Huh? Right? LeBron, we've seen this movie before. LeBron sits down when his team is mathematically out of the equation. Last year, the 13th spot. He goes, sits down, takes a break. And so I was watching LeBron at the Super Bowl, which he was not supposed to be on a plane. But I was watching LeBron at the Super Bowl, right? Celebrating after he got the all-time scoring record. And I said, wow. I said, he kind of looks comfortable with his team fighting for a playoff spot. It's almost like he knows something. It's almost like he knows he's going to make the playoffs. Why? Because all of these moves that's being made is to protect the fucking king. Let me explain. Let's go back to when Anthony Davis first came to the team. Right? Anthony Davis first came to the team. LeBron and the Lakers were struggling. Right? Because LeBron, remember, had quit on the team before with the young guys. Right? So here comes Anthony Davis. They forced, right? The GM Depps, I think, what was his name? Depps, right? They forced him to make that trade. What did the media come in and do? Stephen A. Smith. The Lakers need to make the Hornets or Pelicans need to make that trade with the Lakers. What are they doing? They have to make this deal, right? Now, why did the Pelicans have to make a deal with the Lakers? If they don't want to, they shouldn't have to, right? It's their team. How can you tell another team to do what they wanted, what to do with their team? How can you do that? How can you do that? Huh? So Anthony Davis signed to Clutch Sports. He immediately sat out games and became a spectacle on the sidelines. Right? They removed the GM. The owner removed the GM and slid in LeBron's homeboy to make the deal. Right. Then in return, they made sure the Pelicans got Zion Williamson. Right? This been happening since his Cleveland days, y'all. This been happening. Well, Miami might have been the first stop, really for all of this. Right? They realized that they had to put him in a winning situation. Because like Rashad said, you can't be the face of the league if you keep losing. You get to the Cleveland days, the second stint in Cleveland. What ended up happening, y'all? Brian Windhorst, I did a video a while back. Brian Windhorst gets on TV and accidentally spills the beans. He starts talking too fucking much. And what did he say? That the trade was already agreed upon before Wiggins was even drafted. Huh? The trade was agreed upon, but the parties had to be silent because it was before they even signed Wiggins. It's before they even drafted Wiggins. Wiggins never played a game for the Cavaliers. Right? Now, how many number one picks did the Cavaliers get before LeBron James was thinking about going back? They got number one pick after number one pick after number one pick, despite the odds of getting a number one pick. Right? I think they got a number one pick 3 years in a row, or a top pick 3 years in a row. So you guys put it in the comment section how many times, right? But I'm going off memory, right? So sometimes my memory is a little fuzzy. But they kept getting number one picks. They kept getting assets, right? These assets were flipped to get a superstar and Kevin Love, a perennial all-star, right? I think Kevin Love was averaging like 27 and 15 or some shit, right? So boom, chess move, right? Then I started wondering, okay, every time LeBron's in trouble, because if you go back to a second stint in Cleveland, they traded the whole team at the All-Star break. They've literally just reshuffled the deck, right? So I say every time he's in trouble, the NBA finds a way to throw him something. You guys remember Kyle Korver made the All-Star team the year before he came on the Cavs, right? One of the Hawks' best players. The Hawks literally give they give up Kyle Korver to the Cavs to get Mo Williams, an old ass Mo Williams. Remember, this is about protecting the king. Chess. Why is this relevant? Because Adam Silver's got better at chess. He got better at chess. He created a play-in tournament, which we can rationalize as a way to make more money. That's not the reason why the play-in tournament was created, y'all. When LeBron went back to Cleveland, he was supposed to win more championships with his super team because they were the only super team in the NBA. What happened that year was special and divine intervention because LeBron James was supposed to be the greatest player of all time since he walked in the league. That's why he's the chosen one. He was chosen by who? By who? By the NBA. See, he was always supposed to be the most important piece. Nike dumped billions and billions of dollars into this man. Not just to see him lose. It's business. So, Silver protecting LeBron, saving the day. But once he realized, damn, he can't get it done, all assets were deployed after that. You start seeing moves being made, calculated moves, coaching, PR coaching, strategies being used. See, these are politicians we're dealing with. They're selling you him, right? 2016, what did he say? That's why I'm the GOAT, right? Because he beat the Warriors, which weren't a super team. The Warriors weren't a super team. They were a regular team. Steph Curry just became a megastar. And Klay Thompson became an all-star along with Draymond Green. They weren't a super team. They were an organic team that played well off chemistry. They had only one superstar. Right? But what did LeBron try to sell his fans? He tried to sell his fans that, oh no, they had this, they had that, and they had this. That they didn't have that. What LeBron's trying to sell you is they had the KD Warriors. Right? The KD Warriors is not the same as Steph, Klay, and Draymond Warriors. It's not. Steph Curry overachieved and had one of the greatest seasons in NBA history. That's what prevented LeBron from winning championships. Stephen Curry. Right? Now follow me. To protect his image, the media comes out with narratives trying to make it seem like it was completely unfair. Right? How could Kevin Durant do this? Now, we already know it was a weak move by Kevin Durant, but they exaggerated the move. Now, what do I mean by that? LeBron had a superstar point guard. The Warriors had a superstar point guard. Right? LeBron had a superstar or all-star big man in Kevin Love. Right? And the only reason why he was an all-star, he went down from a superstar to an all-star is because he was the third option. But Kevin Love or Draymond Green, who was better? It was even. The only difference was Klay Thompson. But he had J.R. Smith. Remember, the Cavs had nights. They were a great offensive team. They blew out the Warriors based on them getting hot and J.R. Smith just going crazy. Right? So J.R. Smith, who was one of the best six men in the league. Right? So you had pieces. It wasn't that overwhelming to where they couldn't win. What was the difference, y'all? The difference was defensively. The Cavs weren't good defensively. You know why? Because LeBron didn't play defense. To casual fans, they think chase down blocks is defense. No, because you get one or two chase down blocks. What about the whole game? You blowing assignments. You not taking on the challenge. You're not stepping out to the three-point line. Right? They missed that because they're casual NBA fans. The league knows their fan base and who they want to pitch these dumb ideas to. This is the next generation they're trying to pitch these ideas to. So the media comes out and makes it a completely unfair thing, discrediting Kevin Durant, destroying his career in the process. Because really he did what LeBron did. He just the only difference was he went to the team that beat him. So I agree it was a little bit worse than LeBron. I agree. But it wasn't to the point where they just need to discredit him. Right? Because he did ball out. They talk about he played iso ball. It allowed him to play iso ball, having Steph. Well, what do you think? Go back and watch that series. What do you think Kyrie and LeBron were doing? LeBron was able to play iso ball because he had shooters on the floor. Right? Kyrie had the whole left side, right side of the court by himself. As a matter of fact, because of the shooting they had, he had an isolation to ice the game in 2016. Right? So Kevin Durant wasn't the only person who could ISO. But when you go back and you look, the narrative changed. Chess move by the media. Chess move. Now, let's get to the kings. The kings of the kings of the board, right? As you know, Michael Jordan is no longer playing. Kobe Bryant is no longer playing. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is no longer playing. All of the legends are done. They're the old kings of the board. Right? They're the old kings. Well, what do you do when you want to promote a new king? There can only be one king. There can't be multiple kings. So what do? You have to promote. Nah, this is the board that we're using right now. This is the king on the board we're using right now. So you have to destroy the other kings. Right? Right? But the Behind the Bench Sports Network, we're protecting our king. See, this is chess on another level. Right? This is chess on another level. There's multiple games going on, right? Multiple games going on right now. So I want you to think about that. This is 4D chess. This ain't just one move being made. This is multiple moves being made. While you're sitting there celebrating the Lakers' win last night because it embarrassed LeBron James, the NBA is manipulating the rankings of other teams. They're making certain teams lose so the Lakers won't fall completely out of the play-in. See, the point of the play-in was the safety net to catch whatever team they want to push, specifically LeBron, but it could be other teams in the future, for other players or other kings in the future. When he falls, they could catch him. And what did they say about the in-season tournament? Oh, they need to make it an automatic playoff spot. So, in LeBron's advanced age, who does that benefit the most in the NBA? Just skipping the regular season. See, they weren't secure in the play-in. They weren't secure in the play-in. They weren't secure even with the play-in. LeBron was in the 13th spot last year with the play-in. They're not secure. It's not enough. So what did they do? They created another tournament, disguising it as a way for the NBA to generate competition. Right? Which was bullshit. It's a way, because they know LeBron's getting old, he could catch a mysterious injury and just come back later. Right? You get to skip the whole season. That's what they're trying to do next year. Right? We already know the NBA manipulated. If you don't know that the NBA manipulated the in-season tournament, you got a lot to learn about basketball. So the NBA manipulated the in-season tournament. Now, how can I say that for sure, you might ask? You might have a LeBron fan out there like, oh man, you're just hating. You just hate LeBron. Well, why don't you look at the truth? If it wasn't manipulated, then explain how the Lakers had trouble winning games. See, the evidence points in my favor. You have to explain the bullshit free throw discrepancy or the free throw differential, right? Not going to replays at the end of games on suspect calls, not calling travels, not calling flops. I thought there was a flopping penalty, right? Right? The Lakers couldn't beat the bad teams. Right? This is the best win of the season, by the way, without LeBron and AD. Do you think they're a better team without LeBron and AD? Common sense. Common fucking sense. So it's manipulated. Right? A way to orchestrate and catch LeBron James when he falls. Remember, you guys, I hear a lot of people giving Lakers management a hard time, giving Jeannie Buss a hard time. But you see, Jeannie Buss, like Keyshawn Johnson said on national TV, probably didn't have a choice. She probably got a call from the commissioner's office and told to hang that in-season tournament banner because it has to mean something. Right? And here's another accolade for LeBron James, because remember, the media was trying to push but they got strong pushback. They were trying to push that as LeBron's 5th championship, right? It was presented as a NBA championship. It was really treated like that. But the fans weren't going for it. We weren't going for it. Right? They come out with all these hit pieces and propaganda pieces about the legends of the past to diminish them, to protect the king. Behind the Bench Sports Network, we've been moving our pieces too. Nah, we want the king to come out. See, the king's sitting in the back. We want the king to come out and play. Yeah. We're revealing the king to you, the real king. And who has the most power? Because the king is out and the king is running. The king is scrambling. He's trying to find something to hide behind. Other pieces to hide behind. See, these players are spare parts. They're pawns in his game. This is the game that's meant for LeBron James to win. Unfortunately, y'all, the NBA is completely rigged. Like I said in my video before, LeBron James, they are going to make LeBron the greatest player of all time, whether you like it or not. No matter how much he fails. Now, just think about all the failures this week and just sit back. Just sit back in your chair, get a Corona, it's Friday, listen to some music, and just think about all his failures. Smoke something, you know, and think about it. Think about it. All these failures, all these narratives, right? Get rid of Darvin Ham. Darvin Ham's the issue. D'Lo's the issue. They couldn't blame Anthony Davis. Remember, another narrative. They couldn't blame Anthony Davis. So they had to go down the line. Blame D'Lo. D'Lo came back, was cooking. Been cooking ever since. So you got to remove AD because AD's been balling. You got to remove D'Lo because D'Lo's been balling. Darvin Ham, it's your turn to step up. Last night, Darvin Ham found a way to get it done. Right? How is it a coach's fault when a player doesn't try to play defense? He doesn't get back. You can see this clearly on video. But you have these nerds and these geeks and these troll accounts who are going to get mad at me for pointing out what we can easily see on video. These are dick riders. They're not fans. They're not objective. Remember, I do this for 2 reasons. I do this because the disrespect of the legends, and I do this for y'all because the brainwashing is actually deeper than basketball. It's deeper than basketball. There's multiple chess games going on by the elites right now. Right? And they're winning on most of the boards. We're just revealing one board, y'all. We're just revealing a different side of the game that people aren't privy to. But they're seeing it. A lot of people who supported LeBron are seeing it for the first time ever. They thought we were making shit up. But when we say this dude's a quitter, you've seen it. He could have sat out against the Rockets. The Rockets were one of the worst teams in the league. Right? Came back, played against the Celtics. But what was he trying to do? Force a move. He was trying to get his numbers by playing a bad team. He thought it was going to be sweet. and he was trying to force a move by the Lakers. Right? The media, I caught on to this game. The media asked LeBron a question. LeBron will answer it. And he'll have his flunkies on TV talk about it. Y'all don't see the play. Y'all don't see the chess moves. Attacking Miami. Putting him into the 2 spot. We weren't talking about LeBron as number 2 last year. Before last year, I'm sorry. We weren't talking about that. That was strategic. Why? So you could continue to have a conversation about LeBron and Jordan. It was strategic. It was strategic. Move Shannon Sharp to ESPN. Move Stephen A. and Shannon Sharp to the internet. Right? Drown out opposition. Right? Drown out the voices of the people. What were the people saying? Nah, that's not our childhood. No, that's not true about Michael Jordan. That's not true about Kobe Bryant. Right? Sports and fitness rants. Too Raw for TV. Ticket TV. Behind the Bench Sports Network. Who is Hendo? Franchise Sports TV. Brandon, what is it? Brandon Sports TV or Brandon Loves Sports TV or something like that. Right? We got some more. I'm trying to think of the other ones. Savage Basketball Facts. Right? These guys, hopefully I ain't missed nobody. But whoever I missed, you too. If you're fighting against this, you too. Right? The people are fighting back. Because this is a mental game. This isn't played on the basketball court. See, a lot of the people think the game is being played on the basketball court. Now, the pieces are being moved in the media because of the narratives. It's a narrative-driven game. Right? AI comes and gives his opinion. Hall of Famer. They move their piece, Stephen A. They move their piece forward. Okay, take out his idea. Take him out. Right? Whoever promotes Michael Jordan, take him out too. Now, they have to still promote Michael Jordan because they know that's a huge fan base. But guess what? Kobe, oh yeah, we can attack him. Colorado incident, right? A lot of these younger guys are LeBron fans. They don't like Kobe. So let's put him in that 2 spot. Stephen A. goes on tour, promoting the 2 spot on every podcast. And I said, wow, let me sit back and watch this narrative play out. How many of y'all were sitting back watching the narrative play out with Stephen A. Smith? Right? Every time somebody tried to compliment Kobe, Stephen A. Smith spoke out. Trevor Ariza. This is going to be a long video, y'all. Trevor Ariza comes out on Shannon Sharp's podcast. What do they do? What do they do? They ask him his opinion. Shannon asks him his opinion, and then they chastise him the next day. Redeem Team documentary, not covered. Why? Because the stories of the coaches and the players there don't favor LeBron James. Dwayne Wade's comments. And this is another chess game. And I actually revealed this chess game in one of my earlier videos when Dwayne Wade first spoke out, when he was talking to Pau Gasol, Dirk Nowitzki, and Tony Parker. I revealed another chess game and another narrative. Right? The next day, and you guys could go look, after Dwayne Wade made his comments, he just went on Club Shay Shay a couple of weeks before. He made his comments about the Hall of Fame, and they didn't cover him, saying Kobe was the reason why Miami got together. Now, this should have been explosive news because the super team era has affected basketball and changed the way player movement is, right? That would have been a credit to Kobe, right? And it would have killed a lot of narratives. They didn't cover it. Mum was the word from Stephen A. Smith, right? Mum was the word. His so-called friend didn't cover that. Now let's check it out. Let's move forward. What was the narrative the next day? Because I gave it time. I sat back and I watched. And I said, these motherfuckers, they're going to reveal themselves. They're going to reveal themselves. So me being a strategist like I am, I sat back and I watched till the next day. Guess who they were talking about the next day? Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. Another narrative. And I said, what are they planning on doing with Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift? Right? Like I said, these are chess pieces, y'all. Y'all need to wake the fuck up. It's being played at a high level. A lot of people like Kwame Brown says, shout out to Kwame Brown, shout out to Carcino. But like Kwame Brown says, subscribe to Kwame Brown Bus Life. It's about who we like. So what are they trying to do? Use Taylor Swift for politics, for the political game. For the political game. Y'all don't see this? The promotion, it was video after video after video promoting Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's love story. Right? The Chiefs are going to the next level, y'all. Now, we live in a narrative-based society. Disney took over ESPN. You think they not going to punch narratives in? This is chess. Played on all levels. For all the marbles. Everything's going to be artificial in this society. What do you think? A lot of jobs are going to be replaced by AI. Your opinion is being controlled by the algorithm. Say the wrong thing. You can't say this, you can't say that, but you're more than welcome to talk about this. Right? Do y'all understand what's going on? But the Behind the Bench Sports Network, we're great at chess. We got the best chess players in the game. Rashad revealing the free throws, revealing the fouls and the manipulation. Me revealing the narratives. Kelvin reaching the hearts and souls of the people. Right? Winning over their minds. Big Dog revealing the mind process of a LeBron maniac fan. Right? JB revealing the trade-in for our future. You guys don't understand how damaging that was to the Lakers. He reveals it. People don't understand the importance of building through young talent. That's how the Warriors became the Warriors. All the best teams in the league are built around their young pieces. So this is the game. The game to promote one man. No matter if he wins or loses, he will be the headliner. It don't matter what he do at this point. He's still greater than Jordan. Jordan won, and this is the narrative, right? Jordan won 6 NBA championships. You got fools out there saying that 4 and 6 is better than 6 and 0 because he went 10 times. Their math is off. Because 6, I'd rather win 6 championships than 4. Imagine, right? And this is not hate. This is just reality. Imagine being the greatest player of all time, which is an imaginary title, by the way. But LeBron's team, it's very important for LeBron's team to push this shit to the youth. So I'm going to address it. The greatest player of all time title. How can you be, if you just think about this, how can you be the greatest player of all time when it's not about winning? The greatest player of all time has to have an impact on winning, right? What's LeBron's playoff record? Oh, does he have a winning record in the playoffs? No. Does he have a winning record in the finals? No. So not only does he not have a winning record in the playoffs, he don't have a winning record in the finals. He does not have a winning record in the postseason. And he's been on some talented teams. Right? Right? Did the NBA not step in and help him in 2016? Y'all must have forgot what Ayesha Curry said. She said the NBA is rigged. All those mysterious foul calls on Steph. Why? To take him out the game. They're not the Warriors without Steph Curry, y'all. Get him in foul trouble, he has to go to the bench. The Cavs are playing a completely different team. Can I get an amen? Can I get a hallelujah? Steph Curry stripped Kyrie. The Warriors were on their way to coming back despite the officiating, despite the bad calls. Got a clean strip on Kyrie. Foul. Let's stop the momentum. Basketball savants, what Rashad talks about, see the play. We see what they did. We see what they did. We see exactly what they did. But this is his game. This is his game. Right? This is his game. This is Adam Silver's game. He is behind the chess pieces. LeBron's the king, but he's still on the board. Adam Silver's behind the chess pieces, which is why Rashad calls him out. You're pointing the finger at the wrong people. You're pointing the finger at Darvin Ham. He's a first-year coach, a second-year coach, a Clutch Sports client. So if the Lakers are failing, it's still LeBron's fault, even if you blame Darvin Ham. It's Clutch Sports' fault. Anthony Davis, Clutch Sports client. Nobody in the media is bringing the fact that Darvin Ham is a Clutch Sports client. You know why? Because they're Clutch Sports clients. Hey, Operation Mockingbird, anybody? If you don't know what that is, look it up. Look it up. But we're not playing games. We're not playing games. Behind the Bench Sports is not playing games. No, 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 no. We're not doing it. We're going to expose what they're doing. And we're going to break it down to you, everything they're doing. And for those who think we're capping, look up our track record. Look at our track record. How many times have we been right? And how many times they've been wrong? We beat them every time by a landslide. Chess moves, baby. 4D played on a whole other level. Are you smart enough? So the question is, are you smart enough to understand the game? The game is protect the king at all costs. This is the Kobe Bryant Film Room. I appreciate y'all watching. Think about everything I said, y'all. Subscribe to my channel. Like and subscribe to this channel, Behind the Bench Sports Network. And I'll holla.